Well, a major terror attack in the heart of Srinagar, something that has become a huge concern in the valley as well as Jammu, and that is militancy. And this is after several years that Srinagar was targeted in this way, and this is not a border area that we're talking about, but a busy market. Now, remember, several people, several civilians were injured in this terror attack. There was a grenade attack, in fact, at the Sunday market in Srinagar, and this happened behind a CRPF truck that was parked there for refueling. Now, there is, of course, no clarity on whether the target was a CRPF truck or civilians indeed. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah says that the security apparatus must end the spurt of attacks. Remember, the security in Jammu and Kashmir comes under the centre and the Lieutenant Governor and not the elected government. But certainly, militancy is a huge challenge for the newly formed government, still finding its feet in the union territory. Take a look.
अभी मैंने भी सुना कि वहाँ नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं ना उस तरफ से जाने के लिए, तो मैं वहाँ से मुड़ा तो बोल रहे हैं कि यहाँ ग्रेनेड पड़ा है।
तो कोई नुकसान
सुना कि कुछ लोग जख्मी हुए हैं।
कितना बिजी मार्केट रहता है संडे?
ये बदकिस्मती है हमारी।
संडे मार्केट काफी क्राउडेड रहता है।
बहुत, इसमें ओवर बहुत रश होता है, बहुत रश।
इससे पहले कभी हुआ है संडे मार्केट?
मैंने कभी नहीं सुना।
यहाँ होता ही नहीं था कुछ, ये पता नहीं चंद दिनों से क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर, समझ नहीं आ रहा है क्या बात है क्या नहीं है, क्या जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है इनका क्या इरादा है, क्या ये चाहते हैं यहाँ पर।
अभी तक संडे मार्केट में कभी ग्रेनेड हुआ?
कभी नहीं हुआ आज तक। संडे मार्केट में इतने लोग होते कभी आज तक, जब मिलिटेंसी भी थी कभी नहीं हुआ है वहाँ। आज पता नहीं है।
ये कह सकते हैं आपके CCTVs के अंदर होता है, क्लोजली पुलिस मॉनिटर करता है उसको, और सेंटर ऑफ द सिटी है। तो ऐसे में ये चीज़ होना, मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारी सिक्योरिटी एजेंसीज को भी मतलब थोड़ा सा विजिलेंट होने की ज़रूरत है। इंसिडेंट होते हैं फिर कैच एंड किल करते हैं, तो जिससे क्या होता है, सोर्स ख़त्म होता है। तो मैं फारूक साहब की बात को टो करता हूँ कि ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स के पीछे जो भी लोग हैं, पुलिस हमारा मजबूत है, ट्रेंड है, ऐसे लोगों को पकड़ा जाना चाहिए ताकि सोर्स पता चले।
And our senior colleague Nazir Masoodi is joining us live now from Srinagar. Nazir, sir, you were reporting from the Sunday market earlier today as well. This is absolutely shocking. After years, perhaps, we are talking about the heart of Srinagar being targeted by terrorists. This is not a border area that we are talking about. Extremely concerning.
Well, exactly, and clearly after formation of the elected government, there has been spurt in violent incidents, and there has been a political controversy. Clearly, politics over these attacks. More so when you have a dual control, the elected government doesn't have a control over the security and police and law and order. It is being looked after by the central government and Lieutenant Governor. Having said that, security is everybody's concern. And the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has asked security forces to do everything to prevent and stop this cycle of violence. And the attack happened in the crowded marketplace. As you can see in the visual, the truck, CRPF truck, it is always parked there at this very particular place for the security and surveillance of the area. At the same place, these vendors have set up stalls for the Sunday market, and large number of people were there. It's unclear if that intended target was the CRPF vehicle, but clearly it is the innocent people who bear the brunt of this attack, where a dozen people have received splinter injuries in this attack. As civilians are talking about, we have seen such an attack after several years, grenade attack in the busy marketplaces, as militancy was largely controlled by the security force in Jammu and Kashmir, and more attacks were actually happening in Jammu region, which was high on terror radar for last almost 3 years, with massive attacks on the security force and some attacks on the civilians. But of formation of government, we see terror shifting back its focus to the valley, perhaps trying to send a message that democracy they cannot deliver. That could be the underlying thing, that they want to fail the democratic process in Jammu and Kashmir, which has been a huge success, with people coming out in large numbers electing their government after a gap of decade in between two assembly elections, and after long governor's rule, central rule in Jammu and Kashmir. So having said that, Lieutenant Governor has said that he has spoken to Director General of Police and other security officials to ensure that the perpetrators behind this attack are brought to justice. They are taught a lesson. So security force have a track record of tracking down such attackers sooner than later, because Srinagar is not just, there's not just a diplomatic deployment of troops. There's also massive electronic, very, very robust electronic surveillance in the city as well. We'll have to see whether they will be able to identify the attacker and track him down sooner than later.